Ashek in the valleys are full of ether.
Now in...
Clive? If you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
I try not to think too much about what was lost the day Tartan attacked. If only it was just Sid's life's work.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
What do we have here? Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head. Then mine for letting you. I know this is your...
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembic gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another. The orchestrion's in the tub and crown, where it's always been.
Who's that?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. But we definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
You reckon there's any more treasure in the orchestrion? Only one way to find out.
Those imps are going to break that thing. Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as Sid is.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which...
Worried about him.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but... I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thanks. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me. And seeing as how Blackthorn...
I'd speak to him. Well,
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay.
All right.
She can't kick this. Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. I've tried offering to see to him in her Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it...
I know better than to order Tyre to do anything.
Thank you. Say whatever you must, but get her to rest. I'm not physical enough to fill her shoes should we lose her.
Well, Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tyre. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this. If it was me lying there, I know he'd do me the same kindness.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again.
That remains. August tells me he showed that the sight of it clearly...
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something...
It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it...
Don't be like...
Fine, if it'll get you off my... That ring he flashed was... We apprenticed together.
You've never mentioned him, but...
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, the ring brought it all back. I could tell he was one of his fastest improved, though. More than I thought possible.
So it was a nice ring.
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is...
So what?
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and as far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second, and I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too happy.
And just this once, swallow your pride, keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
I'm in and out of Tabor all the time on postings. Never made the trip to Dravozd, though. What if it's full of surly gits like Blackthorn?
He's a surly soaker.
The realm's crops are all being harvested.
Then we need to make certain that our seeds last.
Sid?
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I fear the soil here does not agree. However,
I can't.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine, the endeavor, I assure you, is That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary, why, unnoticed.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you. Those who encountered this Morble in Rosaria claim it was as large as a house.
A trader from across the sea once told me that on the continent they play music for their crops. Would you like that, Martel?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Go on then. They're all waiting for you. Wouldn't want them saying I kept you.
Come on. Just any mortal, could it? All right then. Nice try.
slow.
was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest. They fought our enemies, and our enemies.
Can't say it wasn't a relief to see the better...
East Pool's been in ruins for years, so wonder any of it's still standing.
What are you after? Very well.
Time to fight. Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. Hopefully one won't be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients. Kicked out already?
No.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go.
That's what I'm... Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No.
Long time no...
What the hell are you...
Well, it was meant to be... I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking...
All right, just...
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the foot...
Go on, then.
So this is Dravon. Not much going on.
It's a smithing. When I was a lad... Clive, you're good with people.
Hey,
There's a river of bad. But if...
All right.
I appreciate it'll be near the forge on the hill.
Forge on the...
Good luck.
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
Our master always liked to keep an eye on the village.
Wonder why Blackthorn and Zoltan fell out.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Would you like to see my wares? Farewell, traveller.
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore, we're gonna have to start looking for new clients.
Never in all my long years have things been as bad as they are now. Without magic to feed the...
Isn't there anything you can do to help? It doesn't seem fair the menfolk having to deal with all this on their own. I've started putting peas and pulses in the pot.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important. Go back inside now.
Should be enough to last us a few moons, at least.
That's my obituary written.
Hotter! Hot, those miserable flames wouldn't melt.
Pardon the intrusion.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll better keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done. You're not welcome here.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see... He's waiting.
Then I suggest...
Didn't you, apprentice?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bear us flames and... We're never gonna be able to fire up the...
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a... Oh. And if you're struggling to find your way out, that prick knows exactly where he's not wanted here.
All right.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined. It's no use.
I thought I made myself clear. Piss
We're
off.
working copper instead. Bollocks. So Bear's magic's no more use than the crystals.
We could try and make it a bunch of...
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn that?
Let me guess.
As a personal favor to...
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped. There are two kinds of smiths in this world. My kind, who are in it who labour on a single piece from dawn to any other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, who's the kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy. There wasn't a single day we weren't eating bit by bit. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So,
you didn't have to...
Zoltan's a bad chief. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without till the crystals run out at any rate.
It depends on how you... There's got to be other ways of making...
Thanks to City saw all of this coming. New crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years...
You know what I mean, though, right? What I'm trying to say is that it's not...
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be. Clive, Dravozd won't last, so... Do you think it's the way I see it?
Hold on, Black. Sid made that, and you'd be throwing it...
All right, this place with Sid's creations were never meant to let this. Dravozd was shut, wouldn't you agree?
Of course.
Thank you.
Shall I go?
I know I'm off. I'll be yielding a firm. Do us a favour and...
Oh?
And I've got a job for you. I need leather for the bed. Luckily for us.
Time for a spot.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows. A salamander skin.
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
Don't worry, I'll get Blackthorn the help he needs.
Sorry, but if none of you lot can smell ore anymore, we're gonna have to start looking for new clients.
What's the point of mining this shit if no one can use it?
Miners only. Can't have you tripping headfirst into a pile and bringing the whole place down.
The sky sucked up all the ether or something.
Watch it, stranger. There's a fault up ahead. Take a look if you want, but slip and you won't be coming back. Watch it, stranger. There's a fault up ahead.
Good girl. Run like the wind. Let's make this quick, shall we? No holding back. say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
What's this all about then?
Don't know.
Any trouble finding?
Nothing I couldn't.
Right then, everyone pulls their weight.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it.
You know what this means?
Sorry about it. That thing you built us, you saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After that there was my answer. Our secret for you. I've always ended since the day I became chief. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. But, is it any wonder?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not...
Well, you know what they say. These things take time. Especially what matters is, Black... I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you...
See that you both do.
All right. He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit.
These things are going to take some getting used to.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Give
How's
it
it
a week.
staying so
I wonder
hot?
why you ever bother with Chris.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, the whole village turned out for everyone except Zoltan.
Oh, but that reminds...
Pit Golson, how'd you come by? And you're sure?
I'm sure.
Huh. Yeah. You know, every time you put on mail, there's no greater honor. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. But if that helps save even a single... What was it you said he called me? Huh? It sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back on.
I don't know. I'm great now.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zolt. No use grump. Blackthorn's happy.
Trouble with your gear, or... something for you, dear? That it? Fine.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid,
Here.
What an amazing specimen.
When?
When? It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield...
I'm glad I could be.
You've not only... Do you recall the extract with which I took a moment to distill some more? But you must accept this file. Allow me to thank you again, Master Cid. I do believe you have quite a knack for this sort of work. Should you ever grow tired of saving the realm, we would happily welcome your assistance here in the backyard on a permanent basis. I jest, of course.
A few more of these, and the Deadlands will seem less dead.
These flowers are beautiful. Until we have to boil them all down to make medicine.
So they play music for their crops.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. I'm loath to give a patient a single dose dulls even the most. It may be a gentle way to die. I wish there was enough.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid here.
Good. Just...
Thank you, Daya. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigue. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today back in the Southern Isles. On the front line, I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage. But in such blighted lands, I was next to you.
And art we would be...
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world.
And the kindness Cid would...
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. I've no tears left. I've seen too many of my friends take something neat, and we need to...
And we will.
I hope so. Clive.
What's this?
A chest. Seeing as you're so reluctant.
I'm sure it will be Ventaya.
And work Rodrigue all the hard. I'll take that particular. Besides, who else is going to?
Who indeed?
I'm glad I was there for his final moments. He deserved the peace he chose.
If bearers were truly free, we wouldn't need to make decisions like these.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. This won't be easy. If the hills around my home are crawling with the King's Akashic, I keep the gates closed too.
Ready, girl? Faster! Safe.
This is no time to ride.
The free cities.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Fly, Ambrosia!
Ready, girl? Faster! All right. No holding back. No mistakes. This might take a while. Straight home now. That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken. Too slow. Not good. poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
The bandits may be no. But look what they've left us with. We'll have a hard time putting this place.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch.
Perhaps. Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. Pleasure trading with you. Thank you kindly. Pleasure trading with you. Go with Gilbert.
Goodness, you're as pale as a poltergeist. Why don't you sit down and have a nice bowl of Molly's ground?
It was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Through.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours? Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Seen enough?
Go on then. They're all waiting for you. Wouldn't want them saying I kept you.
Which song should...
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport. If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
We all know that bearers have a resilience to the ill effects of ether. But don't you find it strange that there are those...
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient?
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. You wish to study the tomes? Did you learn everything you needed?